Is everything alright, Bronya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Soulworm Festival. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Jarilo-VI, how the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Jarilo-VI and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. The debt owed is an astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Right. We need to figure out how to help them. The IPC is too big and powerful. Even if Bronya steps in, it'll be hard for her to resolve the situation.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side. After all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Oh, hey! I just remembered! Topaz gave me her number! We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach. Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other. Oh, did my smart reply function tell you where I was? It's a system developed by the technology department. Pretty neat, right? What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships. Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh, you two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions. But Jarilo-VI has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.